And with that, we officially welcome everyone to the 30th Defense and Sporting Arms Show. We would like to ask our guests to please remain on stage for a photo opportunity with our guests of honor. And once again, thank you for joining us at the opening ceremony of the 30th Defense and Sporting Arms Show.
Okay. First of all, Senator J.B. Gaper, Sports Body Page, paano makakatulong itong pagsasagawa nitong apat na itutulong natin para makapagsasakay ng mga batas with regards to firearms pagpapalawak ng gun firearms industry sa ating bansa. Thank you.
Well, of course, unang-una yung promotion of responsible gun ownership na unang-ina, no, na sabihin ko yung pinakamulang promotion ng AFAD. And of course, yung promotion of the gun industry, hindi naman sa tayo pinopromote, but yung sa long term is for us to be able to develop the manufacturing here. Kasi dati na natin ginagawa yan dito. No, yung mga assault rifles, dati yung mga M60 dati ginagawa sa Pilipinas. Maganda rin ang ating mga locally made pistols and other firearms. But I think it has to be supported, no? On our end, nabanggit ko yung Self-Reliance Defense Motion which was passed recently. It's a law that will encourage promotion of manufacturing of arms, from pistols, long rifles, hanggang sa big firearm equipment na pang-defense. So, sabi ko, sayang kasi may talented ang Pilipino, maraming magaling na gunsmith, maraming magaling na shooter at lahat. So, I think that will be the long-term plan that has to be explored, no? But now, I think yung pinaka-importante lang yung promotion of public safety and responsible gun ownership is a deterrent, no, for crimes. Kasi walang, sabi ko nga, mas mahirap na yung walang magdadalawang isip ang tao na gumamit ng sarili nilang licensed firearm for anything crazy. Ang nakakatakot yung mga loose firearms, yung mga kriminal, sila po yung walang lisensya. At yun yung mga dapat natin gawa ng paraan. And maganda po na AFAD, or Association of Firearms and Ammunition Dealers, is working closely with the Philippine National Police. Andito pa ang ating head ng Civil Security Group, of course, sa Firearms Explosive Office, to make it easier yung process, tanggalin yung red tape, para ma-encourage po yung mga tao na to be responsible gun owners. Ang target natin, mawala na yung mga loose firearms. Mas maganda, may data, mas magandang may data at may record ang Philippine National Police.
Sir, nabanggit niyo po earlier yung regarding po sa Comelec gun ban, 6 months po yata. Ilang buwan po ang pwede nyung i-propose?
Probably 3 months siguro. Dapat during the duration lang of the campaign period. Diba? Probably 3 months. Sa sa local nga 45 days lang eh. Sa national 90 days, di ba? So ilan may 90 days? 3 months nga, sakto. So I think 3 months. O siguro maximum 4 months para lang yun sa post-election activities.
Opo.
Gaya na sinabi ko siguro para lang naman ang intention naman yan, yung mawala yung harassment. Pero in this day and age of social media, lahat ng tao may cellphone na. Wala na yung hindi na uso yung nananakot ngayon eh. Pati politiko, takot namang haras, manakot eh. Diba? Diba? Takot. So, I think it's a policy that should be reviewed, no? Kasi yun yung dati. Wala pang social media nun, wala pang cellphone, wala pang mga camera phones. So, pwede talaga magkaroon ng harassment, mananakot. Probably, if you can have a gun ban, make it shorter, just for the duration of the election. Both national for 90 days and local for 45 days. 3 months, I think it will be ideal.
Sir, regarding din po sa ating PTC4, 2 years lang kasi po ang inallowed ng batas. Meron po bang chance na
2 years para saan?
sa mga aming mga sibilyan? Is there any possible po maging palawigin ito, 5 years man lang?
Para makasulat si Kuya.
I think yung 2 years, at least hindi naman gano'n kaya yun, like yearly, di ba? Kasi kung 5 years, minsan mahirap, hindi mo na alam kung nailipat na, napatay na. May mga ganong circumstances eh. So I think it will be better kung regular, mas mara-regular yung renewal ng licenses, especially permit to carry firearms. I think PTC ka, mas dapat, mas regular na at least alam ng authorities, ng PNP, kung sino yung talagang meron. No? Di bali po yung license to possess, no? Yung license, pero yung I think permit to carry, ano lang yun, I think it's reasonable na kung yung 2 years. It's malaking bagay na alam ng PNP kung sino yung may mga nabigyan ng permit to carry.
Senador, nahihirapan yung ating mga gun owner na lumapit sa COMELEC para magkaroon sila ng pagka ganitong gun ban po.
Well,
Sanction.
yun talagang intention kasi ng ng gun ban. Sabi ko nga, it has to be revisited yung policies.
Opo.
Siguro yung period na lang ang tingnan natin.
Opo.
Pero talagang kasi pag election,
Opo.
siguro konti na rin. Patas-patas na lang. Kasi dyan, walang
Opo. So-
firearms. Pero shorter period kasi 6 months I think was too long. Unang-una, for public safety, I think mas maganda ng yung mga responsible gun owners ay secured. Ang nakakatakot nga yung mga sa ganong period, yung mga loose firearms, saka yung mas para na-encourage pa natin yung loose firearms eh. Siyempre, iba, hindi pwede magdala ng sarili, magkakaroon pa ng loose firearms. So, yung criminal may baril, habang yung mga civilian na ayos, yung mga responsable ay wala.
Sir, sakali po kung mag-uusap na po kayo ng COMELEC, baka pwede pong regarding po sa gun exemption sa election ban, baka kami mga media, kasi ang buhay po namin parang pulis din po, na parang ang kaliwang paa nasa hukay na, so mas delikado po kasi pumapasok po kami sa mga lugar na critical. Baka pwede pong mas pagaanin po yung mga requirements ng COMELEC, sir?
Well, I think siguro ang COMELEC naman, kailangan patas-patas lang. Pati probably we can give consideration dun sa tawag doon, yung dangers o yung mga dangers na dyan, may mga profession kasi na mas kailangan. Probably it's COMELEC's discretionary siguro.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Gino C. Reyes, Miss Mary Grace Parilla, Miss Ivy Eileen Sapasa. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the third leg of the 30th Defense and Sporting Arms Show. Please put your hands together for the AFAD President, Mr. Edwin B. Lim.
Magandang umaga, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 30th anniversary of the AFAD Defense and Sporting Arms Show. This is a very special year because after 30 years, AFAD is still standing strong to support all our friends and mamayan, lahat ng mga manunudla at mga licensed firearm owners from the Philippines. AFAD is much longer than 30 years. It's a much older organization founded by one of our principal firearms dealer to bring in defense, sporting arms for the Filipino community. But in behalf of AFAD, I would like to reiterate acknowledging our special guests, Senator J.B. Ejercito. Sir, good morning. And Sir General Leo Francisco, Director of the CSG, a very dynamic person. Siya lang ang magko-coordinate ng lahat ng agencies and put them all under one IT program. With that, it would eliminate all the red tapes, lahat ng mga nangyayari slowdown sa mga different agencies under the CSG and put them all into one Very dynamic, sir. Thank you very much. And newly promoted, our friend from the FEO, Chief General Dilag. He has always been supportive to all the firearm holders and licensees, as well as PTT. AFAD has always been a very, very supportive organization of all the firearm dealers in the Philippines. We have employed a lot of people, we have given a lot of jobs, and we have always been a supportive organization that works hand in hand with the PNP and the various government agencies. Right now, AFAD is also a very important stakeholders, along with the shooting associations, PNSA, PPSA, PISMOC, and all the other stakeholders in the crafting of the new RIRR of 10591. AFAD has been very visible in the Senate hearings and the upcoming congressional hearings. The primary objective of AFAD is to protect and secure the rights, privileges of firearm holders of the Philippines. Dahil dyan, ang AFAD ay very aggressive in protecting the Filipino firearm holder. Aside from defense, AFAD has also been very supportive of the sporting industry. Alam mo naman, ang mga Filipino shooters ay number 1 in Asia and number 3 in the world. Right now, there is the first time in history a conglomeration of practical shooting and the Olympic sports. For the first time in Philippine history, and actually in the area, in the Asian region, we are holding the first CISA, Southeast Asia Shooting Association match, and it's going to happen next week. This is a precursor to the SEA Games next year to be held in Thailand. It is the first time that the Philippines will be participating in this Olympic organization, as practical shooting and Olympic sports will be in the activities. Furthermore, AFAD has always been there during the sporting events, and next year, AFAD will also be there to give the firearms, the latest firearms, and the latest technology in shooting for the sporting community. Because SEA Games will be a very principal wherein the whole ASEAN region will compete against each other, and the Filipino will bring home medals for the country. Furthermore, next year we will also have in Iloilo a World Shoot Action Air, World Shoot. And AFAD is also quite active in supporting all our Action Air people and in the crafting also of rules for Action Air. Kasi alam mo naman, ang Action Air is a fairly new sport that's happening in the Philippines and is growing very fast. And AFAD will be there also. So with that, I would like to end this message and welcome our distinguished guests, and welcome to the 30th AFAD Defense and Sporting Arms Show. Thank you.
Once again, thank you, AFAD President Mr. Edwin B. Lim. May we now call on stage the Director of the Civil Security Group, Major General Leo Francisco.
To our Honorable Senator J.B. Harris Tutu, sir. Of course, we have here with us the AFAD officers, the President, Mr. Edwin Lim, the Vice President, Mr. Reynaldo Espinelli, Ma'am Cristina Tuason Gonzalez, Mr. Edwin Anyo Jr., of course, Mr. Alaric Alexander Topacio, Mr. Patrick Junicio, Mr. Dino Reyes, Ma'am Mary Grace Parilla, Miss Ivy Eileen Sapasak, and other participants of the 30th AFAD Defense and Sporting Arms Show. Ladies and gentlemen, Good morning. I am Police Major General Leo Francisco, the current Director of the Civil Security Group based in Camp Crame, and I am extending my heartfelt gratitude to APAD for organizing this 30th APAD Defense and Sporting Arms Show. This event not only highlights the importance of promoting responsible firearm ownership, but also serves as a platform to strengthen partnership between shareholders and the government in advancing security, compliances, and public safety. So your steadfast commitment to enhancing the firearms and ammunition industry while promoting safe practices aligns with our shared mission of ensuring a secure environment for every Filipino. We recognize the crucial role that each of you plays in nation building, and for that, in behalf of the Philippine National Police and the Chief PNP, who will also grace this occasion maybe in the next coming days, we are expressing our deepest appreciation and thank you very much for this organization. Maraming salamat po sa collaboration, sa support na binibigay nyo sa Philippine National Police. And as the Director of the Civil Security Group, it is my duty to ensure that we continuously improve the processes and services we provide to you. In line with this, I would like to take this opportunity to reiterate our commitment to modernizing and streamlining the procedures for the issuances of permits and licenses. To address the growing demands and ensure efficiency, we are actively working towards the digitalization of our processes. By leveraging technology, we aim to minimize the traditional system of requiring our stakeholders to physically go from one office to another to secure necessary approvals. Instead, we are designing a fast-track, user-friendly, and transparent system that will benefit all of us. This initiative is intended not only to expedite the processing of permits, but also to reduce unnecessary delays, improve accessibility, and uphold the highest standard of governance. Ultimately, our goal is to provide you, our valued stakeholders, with the convenience and efficiency you deserve, while maintaining compliance of all the legal requirements. For this event, we are fully supporting the LTAP Caravan by deploying the necessary personnel to assist in its success, and we will ensure that the necessary measures are in place to meet your expectation and accommodate the expected number of participants and attendees. So let me once again express our gratitude to APAD for this initiative and to everyone who has contributed to the success of this event. Your collective efforts serve as a testament to the power of collaboration and shared responsibility. May we continue to work hand in hand in fostering a culture of safety, responsibility, and progress for the benefit of our nation. Again, thank you, and looking forward for a productive and minimum partnership with all of you as we move forward for the progress of our nation. Thank you very much, and magandang umaga muli sa inyo.
Once again, Civil Security Group Director, Police Major General Leo Francisco. For our next speaker, among the 10 outstanding young men in the field of public administration. He was elected as mayor for 3 consecutive terms from 2001 to 2010 and congressman from 2010 to 2013 of San Juan City. He was elected as Senator of the Republic of the Philippines in 2013 and again in 2022. As Chairman of the Senate Health Committee last 17th Congress, he became the principal sponsor and author of the Universal Health Care Law that was passed in 2019, which aims to provide better access to the country's public healthcare system to more Filipinos. He is also an advocate of affordable and quality housing, which led to his efforts for the passage of the law creating the Department of Human Settlements and Urban Development. In the 19th Congress, he vowed to advocate for better public transportation and infrastructure development, including a robust railway system which will provide jobs to millions of Filipinos. In fact, he championed the Public-Private Partnership Code of the Philippines, which was officially enacted into law last year. Not only that, the Regional Specialty Centers Act, the Automatic Income Classification of Local Government Units Act, and the Negros Island Region Act, laws he authored and co-sponsored, have recently been signed into law. He is now the chairman of the Committee on Local Government and the senior deputy majority leader of the Senate of the Philippines. Let us all welcome the good one of the Senate, Senator Joseph Victor J.B. Ejercito.
A pleasant good morning everybody. Magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat. First of all, of course, we first acknowledge the Association of Firearms and Ammunition Dealers, officers led by Edwin Lim, Vice President Renato Espineli, Edwin Ano Jr., of course, the Controller and Alaric Topacio. These are familiar faces, familiar names. AFAD officers, of course, Maria Cristina Tuason. Good morning to the Tuason family. Very close, of course, very close to the family as well. Mary Grace Parilla, Ivy Sapsap, Tatuk Junicio, Dino Reyes, and to all the other officers of AFAD. Of course, to the Philippine National Police, led by Police Major John Leo Francisco, Director of the Civil Security Group, and as well as the other PNP officials present, to all the gun enthusiasts and the firearms dealers, pleasant good morning. First of all, I'm very happy to be with you this morning. Magandang umaga po sa lahat. Pasensya na po, ako medyo we ended our budget hearings at 4 a.m. this morning. No? But of course, I have a good thing. I have to be here. My very good friend Jetro is not yet here. Si Jetro Junicio called me. Oh, Jet, our legend and legendary shooter. Jet, thank you for reminding me about this. Of course, this is probably the biggest firearm show this year, the last for the year, kasi mahaba ang gun ban. So, susunodin natin. It's very excited to go around. And it's nice to know that lumaki na rin po, no, ang ating pong industry. Anyway, good news na po na we just passed the budget just last night, just this morning, as I mentioned, 4 a.m. na po. And hopefully we can have a better programs for next year. First of all, also I'd like to report to you that hopefully we can further improve our gun industry in the country. Hopefully, pagdating ng panahon, mabalikin dati, no? We can yung manufacture. We also passed the SRDP, yung pong self-reliant defense posture, wherein our aim is to improve and manufacture and support the manufacturing of arms in the country, no? Kasama po natin ang no, si Martin Tuason, no? He's one of the prime movers of the self-reliance defense posture. Anyway, as I was talking to General Francisco earlier, what is very important right now is for us to encourage more people to be responsible gun owners. No? Alam natin yan. Having a license and owning a gun carries with it responsibility. At saka, isa lang ang ano dyan eh. Responsible gun owners kaya nga responsible, hindi po yan gagamitin talaga si criminal. And I think one of the biggest challenges and problems that we have is yung pong loose firearms that are still around. No? Ilan kaya ito? Mga 500,000 or probably more. So hopefully by encouraging people to not to encourage but for them to be responsible gun owners, mas mabuti na po may data. Tsaka isa na po yan a licensed firearm holder or responsible gun owner will never use their firearms for crime or anything crazy. Mas mas magdadalawang isip ka. You will be more tempered. So I would like to work with the AFAD siguro, no, and on how we please reassure my support for AFAD and the PNP, CSG and the FEO and the PFO, and then for programs that will encourage people for yung safe and responsible gun ownership, no. Probably one thing that we can amend or rectify yung pong yung gun ban kasi is too long, I think, no, yung 6 months. It will start January, tama ba? January, and it will last until June. So within those periods, every time there's an election or gun ban, yung mga gun owners, yung mga responsible gun owners, wala silang dala, even shooters, no? Pero ang mga kriminal, sila lang ang may baril. Di ba? Tama. So probably on that aspect we can have a dialogue with of course the COMELEC or the proper agencies if we can shorten, no, that will kasi I think it is more dangerous that those who are unlicensed yung mga unlicensed firearm that are around, no, during that period. Mas mabuti na po yung license, sabi ko nga sa inyo, yung mga may lisensya at may mga permits, no, are more responsible. And tsaka may data tayo. So, on that aspect, probably be rest assured of our support. No, para nga, we can promote the industry and support the industry in our long-term aim of having that self-reliant defense posture. Dapat we will develop the firearms and ammunition, no, in the country. Actually, there are a lot of good, di ba, firearms maker, magagaling ang gunsmith natin, magagaling ang ating mga, of course, our shooters are well-renowned, no, world-renowned, of course, with Jetro and the rest of our shooters. So, siguro hindi lang tayo nabibigyan ng chance, no. Probably we can also rectify yung pong nasa Procurement Act that restricts the procurement of firearms made locally kasi meron silang requirement na parang it doesn't give the chance for the industry to grow. Alam natin dati sa Cebu, sa Danau, but there are a lot of Filipino manufacturers, no, world renowned, no, that can be supported. Mas mabuti po yun, mabibigyan natin chance for better employment and for the economy. So probably that's where we can support and help each other. So without pasensya na po namamalat, we have been ending at we hours in the morning for 2 weeks already just to pass the budget. So again, I'm very happy to see old faces. Siguro sila no. Pero panay anak na, no? Si Alaric, anak na ni Angie Topacio, di ba? Anak ni Gerald Anyo. So, of course, sa the Tuason family, daughters and children of Butch Tuason, no? Of course, a very good friend of family friend. So, be rest assured of our support to the firearms and ammunition industry. Yun nga po, as I mentioned, I've been I'll keep repeating. Hopefully in the long term, we will have that self-reliance defense posture. Yung mga arms natin that will be manufactured purely Filipino, so that it can help stimulate our economic growth, our manufacturing industry, and more importantly, create employment for more Filipinos. So that I think that will be the long-term aim of ours, no, for in developing the firearms and ammunition industry in the country. With that, again, I'd like to ask for indulgence. Pasensya na medyo namamalat na po, but I'm very happy to join you this morning. And if there's anything that we can do, be rest assured that there are a lot of supporters in the Senate, no, for responsible gun ownership and of course for the firearms industry. So with that, magandang umaga po sa lahat. Congratulations to the AFAD for this very nice exhibit. The last for the year, probably the biggest, and I'm excited also to go around and look at the newest firearms and the newest technology in the industry. Maraming salamat. Mabuhay po kayo lahat. Magandang umaga.
Thank you, Senator J.V. Ejercito.